Hi, my name is Claude Williams, and I am a ball hockey goalie. I've been doing this for a pretty long time, and in the beginning of my career, I had a handful of teachers and a handful of guys try to teach me some stuff um, about the importance of certain aspects of goaltending. They would teach me the importance of agility. They would teach me the importance of anticipating plays so I can always be in the right position. And most importantly, they always stress the importance of being on the right angle. You see, if you're not on the right angle, it's a lot harder to make saves no matter how agile you are or athletic you are. If you're on the correct angle, however, doesn't matter how good the shooter is, more times than not, you'll be able to make the save just by being in the right position. And this is true for all aspects of goaltending, whether it be ball hockey, ice hockey, street roller hockey, even field hockey sometimes. With that being said, a lot of guys didn't teach me how to be on the right angle. They taught me the importance of it, but not necessarily where to stand in order to always be in the right position. So in the first couple of games of my career, I was already letting I was letting way too many shots pass me, way too many goals that I probably would have had if I was in the right position. And chances are this might be your problem as well. So today we're going to take some time to show you what you might be doing wrong about your angles and how to fix it. So let's get into it. So as you can see, I have my ball set up right here. And what we're going to talk about real quick is what's called the shooters illusion. This is one of the most important aspects of making sure that you're on the correct angle. What the shooter's illusion is where you accidentally line up on the shooter instead of the ball. And a lot of younger goaltenders will do this in the beginning of their career. So what it looks like is this. If there's the ball and the person is possibly a left-handed shooter, for example, we're going to line up to our right, and instead of being on the ball, we're going to line up somewhere over here, and then we think we have the angle covered. And as you can see, now you're leaving all of this wide open because the ball is here. Or if it's a right-handed shooter, we'll do the exact same thing. We will line up over here, thinking that we're lining up on the ball. When in reality, we're lining up on the shooter. We think we have it because the guy's right here, but we are so out of position that you have all this wide open. So we want to line up on the ball right here. Now that we've readjusted ourselves, we're not on the shooter, which might be over there or it might be over here. We are instead on the ball. A goaltender once taught me that the easiest way to do this is to keep our belly button on the ball so that we're always lined up with the ball. As you can see, my belly button's on there, so now I'm squared up. Now I'm in the right position to make the save. Now we've got our second problem, and that is making sure you square up to the side. A lot of goaltenders, especially the younger ones, mainly the younger ones, will think they're squared up, like I am right here, but they might do this by taking an extra step forward. And once again, now you're out of position again. That shot can go over there, and it's going to go in the back of the net. Same thing if the ball was on the other side, for example, they might do this, but we really want to make sure that we're keeping our legs shoulder width apart, lined up with those shoulders. Now we're squared up to the side to make the save. And now we're going to go to the third problem real quick, and that's the aggressiveness. A lot of young goaltenders, they will stand up really close to the net, so they think they're in the right position. But once again, if you look close enough, you have all that behind you, you still have a couple of holes. You want to really be aggressive. So the easiest way to do this is to line yourself up with the net, right, like so. So your back's on here, and then take 1, 2, 3 steps out, then come over to the side. Now you're aggressive. Now you're in the right position. As you can see, there's really not much that the shooter can work with. They might think they do because of the shooter's illusion, but they have pretty much nothing to work with right here. And this is what you do if you don't have a crease. If you have a crease, it might be best to just stand a foot or so outside of the crease, and this will be really good for lining yourself up with the shot. So once again, I'm just going to take a quick look, see where the ball is. We're right here as the shot's coming down. 1, 2, 3, we're out. Line ourselves up with the ball. Angle is completely covered. Let's take a couple of shots just so we can see what it looks like here. And that right there is how you cover the angle. Hopefully you learned a lot from this. And just remember your 3 steps with covering the angle. Make sure, 1, your belly button is always on the ball. 2, is that you're squaring up to the side, making sure your feet are shoulder width apart. And 3, make sure you're aggressive. You don't want to be too aggressive, but making sure you come out of the net will do a lot better for covering the angle. Make sure you practice this at home as much as possible. You can get a good friend, maybe your brother or sister if you have one, or maybe you get what I was using in this video, which is only about $35 from Amazon. It's the MLB shooter, and this will be pretty cheap. But put as much practice as you can, and yeah, that's about it. We'll see you in the next video, hopefully, and keep stopping those balls out there, baby. Do what you do.